Good morning, everyone. It is 12 o'clock. We're going to get started in about 1 minute. Make sure you have some water. And if you have your timer nearby, that helps as well. I'm just setting up some. All right, hang with me 1 second. All right, welcome to live workout Nisoa Fit number 7. I can't believe we've already gone this many workouts. It seems like we just started. We're going to try to keep changing things up a little bit. This style workout is going to be different from the ones before. It's going to be more core based and a lot of planks in this one as well. So we're going to start with a very similar warm-up as we did before. We're going to start with our sort of plank circles in a spot. I know some of us may be stuck in hotels or still in our garages, so we're just going to make sure we keep that 6 foot space for the time being. Once we can maybe go outside a little bit into a soccer field, we'll start to do some of these exercises in a park or on the beach somewhere where we can safely social distance yourself. Hey, make sure you send your name and the login so we can keep track of who's doing these workouts, as well as enter you guys in for some cool prizes as well. So if you have your soccer ball, great. If you don't worry about it. You could always use any other object if you have a dumbbell or a medicine ball. I'm going to try to bring some new equipment. If you have it at your house, or maybe you like that idea, you want to go grab some, that's a great idea too. So we're going to get started with our warm-up. I'm going to try to get some audio. I know the audio's been funky with music. If you have any tips for me on how to get music into the live stream, please let me know. Well, we're going to get started with our warm-up. We're going to do 10 lateral lunges each side. So you can start with your feet nice and wide apart and get a good stretch. We'll do about 10 each side. Should feel a good stretch. Again, inside of the groin, and you want to sit back when you're doing these lunges. So when you're going to one side, try to sit back on that heel instead of kind of pushing the knee forward. So make sure you're sitting back. About 10 each side. You can go low. You can pick your toe up or down. Just mess around with these. All these are just feeling around, whatever you need to just warm up, get loose. We'll get one more each side. And we're going to get into our circle walk. So we got our plank circle. You're just going to pretend that you have one step in front of you and one step behind you. So if you're at 12 o'clock, you're just going to walk in your hands in a counterclockwise or clockwise spot. So you get back to your 12 o'clock, and then you're just going to reverse it. So we're reverse your plank circle. So you get back, pull. This time we're going to get a good lunge stretch with the twist. Right, left. Same thing. Mess around with your lunge stretch. If you like the twist, or if you like maybe a good reach down and up, or if you just like a good stretch back. Okay. Main thing is try to keep that knee off the ground. Doesn't matter what way you go, even if you reach low. Try to keep your knee off instead of having it. So a little bit up. It activates our glutes a little more. Get that spine workouts. A couple more each leg. And we're going to go into another plank around our clock. You can go fast or slow. When you get to your 12, reverse it. To our pigeon stretch. So, just sit on your butt. Heels right in front of you. We're gonna drop your heels one way and then get a good stretch. And just rotate. Should feel a good stretch. And then outside of those glutes, maybe a little bit in the hips. Good thing, just rotate your hips. Internally rotate them. Two more each side. One. And real quick while we're just seated, just get some good internal rotations in your hips. This time we have our duck walk. So duck walk, bottom of your squat. Put your hands behind your head or up. Just stay active in your squat. And then you're just going to walk around the circle. So you get to your 12 o'clock. And then you're just Next one we have is our seal and inchworm. I know 10 is a lot, it can be a long time. We're just going to walk our hands all the way to our plank. Get a good stretch on our lower back. And then you're just going to walk your hands slowly back to your feet. So good hamstring. A little bit of lower back. And then the more you keep your legs straight, as you walk your hands lower back, big lower back stretch, then nice and tall. Give a couple of these. I know 10 is a lot. We're only probably going to get 5. side we have our crab walk. So seated on your butt, you're gonna push your hips up, and then walk around your imaginary circle. And then turn back around. And we're gonna get some arm circles forward and back. So last week, and the weeks before, we've done a burpee warm-up activity. So this time, we're gonna change it up into sort of a starter of our workout. We're gonna go for 90 seconds. It's gonna be 10 mountain climbers, and then you're gonna do 1 burpee. 10 mountain climbers, 2 burpees, 10 mountain climbers, 3, and so on and so forth until the 90 seconds is up. We're gonna repeat this again at the end of the workout as well. So it's gonna be a starter and a finisher. For your burpees and your mountain climbers, you're gonna be in your plank position. So if this is your mountain climber, you're just gonna pretend like you're almost just running, okay? You don't have to bring your feet all the way up. Just high knees. Same thing that you do here, high knees, but now you're just doing it on a horizontal surface. 10 quick ones, 1 burpee. We went over the burpee a lot last week, so hopefully we can still try to build on those good habits. Simple process, remember? Step 1, kick out, push up, jump up, okay? If the push up is difficult, we can always step up, jump. Again, you kick out, lay down, get a good step up, jump, or we can just get to that kick and up as well. Okay? The main focus is you just don't want to see your burpees if you're jumping and landing with this lower back. Okay? So whichever way you do choose, just make sure that when you jump from your push-up, that you try to land really good at the bottom of that squat. So let me set a 90-second timer. We're gonna have 90 seconds, so this is gonna be just one 90-second round. All right. 10 mountain climbers, 1 burpee, and we'll keep adding that on and on. All right, so we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, 90 seconds. So 10 mountain climbers, 1 burpee. 10 mountain climbers, 3, 2 burpees. 10 mountain climbers, 3 burpees. I know this is the longest we've worked out consecutively, but push through it. We're already almost halfway there. Still try to keep that chest up from your burpee when you come up. We've only got 30 seconds. Ooh, 5 burpees. Be still. You step up. Ten seconds. Put those mountain climbers or burpees in. 3, 2, 1, and rest. grab some water, and I'll explain our 3 circuits today. So we're going to have 3 stations. Each station will have 3 exercises. We're going to do these A, B, 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 C, C, C. So you'll do each exercise 3 times before we move on to the next one. They're all going to be very similar structured. We're going to have 1 plank, 1 hamstring posterior chain, and 1 core. So our first 3 are going to be high plank jacks to high low plank, 5 deadlifts, overhead tosses, and 5 bicycle crunches, 5 seated knees to chest. It's always good to have these next to you. If you don't have them, print them off or jot them down really fast. So your high plank jacks, you're going to be in the high plank, right? And then all you're going to do is just like a jumping jack. 10, and then you're going to walk down to a low, back to a high. 10 more. Back to a low, to a high. 10 more. All right? Do that 3 times in a row. After that, we're going to go to our 5 deadlifts. Again, I don't have my soccer ball near me. That's fine. You can grab pieces of wood, anything you have. 5 deadlifts. And we're going to go overhead for 5. All right? So it's really pressing with the ground here with our legs. And then we're going to stop at our knee and go overhead there. 5. Right into our last one is going to be our 5 bicycle crunches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Into our seated knees to chest. Back to 5. I'm in my camera, it's starting to rain. As always, is the case here. All right. Sorry about that. So we're gonna go high plank jacks to 1 high low plank. Yeah, it is, but as soon as you said that, Lance, it starts raining. So give out that high plank jack real quick while I get the clock set up. You'll set up your timer as 9 rounds in a row, 30 seconds of work, 15 seconds of reps. So we're gonna do 3, 3, 3. Make sure none of the stuff's getting wet. That's good enough. All right, so we're gonna get started. Let's see if I can get some music. So we're gonna get, oh man, now it's really coming down. So we're gonna get 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. High plank jack. So 10. 10 more. gonna do that 2 more times.
Let's go.
3, 2, 1.
Rest.
So we got 1 more to go. I'm getting about 3 of these. Try to keep a consistent pace.
Let's go.
1 more. Now we're gonna get to our deadlifts. 5 deadlifts, 5 overhead tosses.
Let's go.
And back deadlifts. 5 more. And then 5 good tosses over your head. Really extend those hips. And squeeze your butt. Our butt and pressing with our legs
Rest.
of your hips. 1 more.
Let's go.
So nice. Keep trying to keep your chest up, your butt back. Really keeping those knees stacked over your ankles. After your fifth, about the bottom of the knee, really extend those hips. Similar to that kettlebell swing. You may see, if you have a kettlebell, this would be great to do. Don't throw it over your head.
Rest.
So you can set your soccer ball aside, run to our 3 seated crunches. 5 bicycle crunches, 5 seated.
Let's go.
Stay controlled, pull your toes to you. After 5, put your hands by your side. 5 good knee tucks. If your knees touch the ground, or your legs touch the ground, that's all right. Just try to keep your heels off the ground, maybe for the entirety of the interval. Just 5, put your hands down, 5 tucks. I know this one can be very exhausting, but this is our last one.
Rest.
So 2 more rounds. And 3, 2, 1.
Let's
5 more.
go.
Pull those toes to you. 5, and then get 5 good. Right back into your bicycle. one more round. Again, try to pull your toes to your body. 3, 2, 1.
Last round.
Last round. So 5, good. Halfway there. 5 seconds.
Well done.
Well done. So that was circuit 1. We've got 2 more. Grab some water. I got a nice, good, hard drizzle rain shower. So now the humidity is probably going to kick up and it's going to feel perfect soccer weather. So this next one is going to be pretty challenging. There's 2 ways you can perform this, or 3. So our next 3 is going to be a bird dog plank. Bird dog is normally performed at a tabletop position on your hands and knees, extending opposite limbs at a time. So you can go right hand out like you're shaking someone's hand, and then your back leg is to pretend like you're kicking the door in. Okay? So your hand is like you're shaking someone's hand across from you, and your leg, you want to extend it as if you're kicking a door in. You're just going to alternate. So easiest way to do this is hands and knees. Okay? The next way you can start to make it more challenging is get on your toes and just go with your arms. Once you're in a good flow, you can start to bring up those legs. Okay? We're going to do that for 3 rounds. The next one's going to be a lateral lunge with a lateral reach. You can reach however you like. So again, feet wide. All you're gonna do is you're gonna reach. You can reach with your opposite hand, or if you like, you can just reach down. I would like you to try to reach with your opposite hand, so you look towards the sky and you get a good stretch in that upper spine. And then our last one is gonna be a side plank. So you get on the side and up. If you want to get some side dips, you can, wherever you want your hand. We're actually going to do that last one 4 times so that we get each side evenly. So our bird dog plank, you can start on your knees, and if it feels way too easy, progress up. Or if you want to start on your hands and knees, or on your hands and toes, and if it gets too challenging, you can always go scale it back down. So this one's going to be 10 rounds, because the last one we're going to do twice, or 4 times. So we got 10 seconds. So bird dog plank. You want hands and knees is fine. Just really think about opposite hand, opposite leg. If you're in a groove and you don't feel anything, get to those toes, and you can just pick up your arm. That's fine too. Shake someone's hand. Once you're in a good groove, you can start to pick up a leg.
Rest.
And rest. Just kicking everything.
Let's go.
So you can start hands and knees. Or you can just do hands.
Rest.
Or mix up all 3. Just try to keep a steady movement. If you feel yourself just being completely exhausted, go to your hands and knees. It's not doing anything. Just reach your hands.
Let's go.
So you can maybe do a couple and then progress. halfway.
Rest.
So now we're gonna get to our lateral lunge. You're gonna reach to the sky.
Let's go.
Try to look at your hand that you're reaching to the sky with. Again, pushing your butt back. Looking up at the sky. Don't worry if you're only getting a little bit of range of motion. Just really try to stay back and don't let those knees go over your toe.
Rest.
Be careful if it is slippery where you're at. You got a yoga mat. If you can step and do this,
Let's go.
take a big step, reach down, and then step with your other foot. You may not have the space, which is okay. You can just keep your feet stationary. Really look up at the sky. Try not to look down. I know it's tempting, but you'll get the most out of this by turning that spine and looking up to the clouds or the ceiling.
Rest.
One more. Let's see if I can go this way.
Let's go.
So reach at the sky and drive.
Rest.
And rest. So we're gonna do our side plank. We're gonna do this one 4 times so that we get it even on our right and left. So we don't want to do 2 right, 1 left. So we're gonna go 2 on our right, 2 on our left.
Let's go.
Get that elbow under your shoulder and just try to lift those hips up and keep them, again, even as you can. If you feel your body rocking, try just to get that hip pointed straight up at the sky. And use your arm as a guide. 10 seconds. You can do some dips. Up to you.
Rest.
And we're going to switch to the other side.
Let's go.
And up. If you feel your hips rotated in, just use your hand as a guide to try to keep you honest. You can always use your hips as a guide. Touch the ground, touch the sky. Really get a good squeeze in your obliques.
Rest.
So we have one more each side.
Let's go.
You always bring that arm up. Some people like here as well. Whichever one you feel the most. I feel the most on my elbow.
Rest.
You'll see more advanced people bring their leg up into this sort of T over my head.
Last round.
So this is our last one. 30 Go like this. Five seconds.
Well done.
Whew. There's two. So with all the movements we have been doing today and in the past and in the future, your variation is going to be the best one, okay? So however you feel comfortable, if you go outside the movement guidelines but you think it feels great, even better, okay? So don't feel restricted to, oh, I'm saying this, so you got to do this. No, just be safe and be comfortable and make sure that you're getting the target stimulus into ball two. Again, don't make it too easy. Challenge yourself, move around, find new variations. So the next one, we're gonna do a lunge with a press, a single leg glute bridge hold. So we're gonna hold a single leg glute bridge, and we're gonna do straight leg sit-ups. So again, I don't have my soccer ball. If you have one, or if you have a dumbbell, or a barbell, or a medicine ball, or a plate, those all will suffice as well. So you're gonna do, I'll grab something. Okay, I'll grab my block of wood. So I'm gonna do a reverse lunge into a press. Then I'm gonna stand back with that leg, lower back of my chest, first with the other leg, get into the bottom of that lunge, press, and stand back up. Okay, so it's really just getting to the bottom of that lunge, press, and stand. Press, and stand. So that's what we're gonna try out, something new. It's really for stabilizing your core and getting a good stretch overhead. The second is gonna be that single leg glute bridge. We're gonna do this one 4 times as well. So we get our left and our right side. It's gonna feel a lot of isometric hold in that hamstring. So you're gonna lay nice and flat. You're gonna try to bring one foot even with your other leg. Okay, so you shouldn't see my back leg at all. So I'm gonna try to match that. And I'm just gonna bring my hips up. Okay, I'm gonna hold that. You should feel in your leg that's down, the hamstring's gonna be on fire, okay? Again, squeezing your butt and your core the whole time. But again, you should feel heavy hamstrings. And then our last one we're gonna do is our straight leg sit-ups. You just really try to touch your shin and back. The more you use your arms, the easier it's gonna be. The less you use your arms, the tougher it's gonna be. So we're gonna start with our lunge and press. And you'll see some people will do this dynamically into what they call like a jerk, where they'll be here and they actually just get some speed underneath their footwork as well. Okay? But we're going to work on really getting in that bottom stabilizing position, pressing, and then using that front leg to help stand us up. So it's gonna be good core and good legs. So 10 seconds. If you feel fast, you can go fast with it, or just nice and slow and still gonna get the same benefit. So take a good step back, bottom of my lunge, get comfortable, press, stand forward. Comfortable press, stand forward. If you do have space on a soccer field, this would be great for overhead walking lunges.
Rest.
So that's what we're just really trying to mimic here as best we can. Adding in some coordination with pressing each time.
Let's go.
Step back, press. Try your best to pretend that that ball or that block is 100 pounds. So really try to drive overhead as strong as you can. bottom position with your lunge, you should feel comfortable that
Rest.
you should be kind of out a little bit or forward, but you shouldn't feel like you're gonna fall over. So get a good wide base and just sort of your squat position. I don't want you on a tightrope.
Let's go.
You can step forwards or backwards. I prefer you to step forward. It's more of a natural movement that you do and safer on your joints. Is it live? All right, so we're good. So now we're gonna get into our glute.
Let's go.
So again, back down, bring that leg up, light, 45-degree angle in it. Again, you should feel this all in your hamstring that's help guiding you up. Squeeze your butt.
Rest.
If you need to, use 2 legs, okay? You can hold with both legs on the ground. If that's too easy, go to that one. So you're gonna switch legs,
Let's go.
squeeze, and then bring that leg up. You're trying to match the same angle as the one on the ground. If you feel your hips lowering, really exaggerate, squeeze your butt. Pressing hard with that bottom heel. And if your toe comes off the ground, that's fine. You're just trying to drive through your heel, keeping those hips up.
Rest.
So it's okay if your toe comes up as you're pushing, if it helps make things a little bit under more tension. So lay down.
Let's go.
So if you're here, you want to bring that toe up, and that helps. I don't want you to exaggerate and feel in your lower back, so. You're almost trying to scoot yourself back.
Rest.
So I got one more.
Let's go.
You're feeling it's difficult, just grab both legs on the ground. But if you can, try to keep that one. It's going to be a lot tougher and a lot more in the target area.
Rest.
All right, so now we're into our straight leg sit-ups. Try to get out of the sun. You
Let's
can always
go.
use your object for weight. Again, these don't have to be fast. The slower and controlled you can do all your core work, the better it's going to be.
Rest.
If it's too easy, V-ups are always a good option, or the tuck-ups that we've been doing. So a V-up is this time
Let's
you're going
go.
to meet yourself. So if your straight leg sit-ups are too easy, you can either do any variation that you'd like. Again, if they are, try not to use your hands. Put your hands on your shoulders. And just try to use your elbows instead. Instead of the one that we did before. So this time you're going to do 10 mountain climbers, 2 burpees, 10 mountain climbers, 3 burpees, and so on and so forth. Hopefully you get to the same burpee that you did in the beginning. Again, you're starting a little bit ahead, so you should be able to get there. So let's grab some water and let's just finish this off. So you got 90 seconds of work. All right, here we go. 10 seconds. Keep going, you guys are almost there. You got about 45 seconds. Keep moving. Come on. Seconds. Come on, get back to those mountain climbers. $15 seconds.
Ten seconds.
10 seconds, come on.
Well done.
That's it. So, thanks for joining me this lovely weekend. That was number 7. Again, with a little bit of weather. I'm gonna grab some water. If you guys have to go, please go. We're gonna do some stretching at the end. Please tag your post-workout pictures of Nisoa Fit, Nisoa Referee, Official Sports, Lululemon, Sweat Life for entered in to be in a raffle. We'll give you guys some and girls some OSI gift cards and some Lululemon gift cards as well. If you get a chance, do this workout again or any other workout with any friends or family members you have for a good sweat during the middle of the week. So I'm just gonna get some easy stretches as I drink some water. So I'm starting my clock. 6-8 minutes. Get a couple stretches. Hope you guys enjoyed it. So, again, you're free to stretch on your own. I'm just gonna get the basic hip and hamstring. We did a lot of posterior chain. So we're gonna get those as our main targets. Seated forward fold. So I know we're still having some, or I am, still having some technical difficulties. This is all new to me still, so I'm trying my best. I'm trying to figure out now how I can get music into the live stream, but the problem I'm running into is I already have a Bluetooth part enabled, and it won't let me stream it through 2 Bluetooth devices. And if I try to do it through an external speaker, such as a Bluetooth speaker here, it seems to lag depending on the distance that I'm at. So I'll try to get that as corrected as quickly as I can. If there's anything else that you guys feel you need to be done better on my end, please feel to load in the comments. If you think I'm going too slow or too fast, or the movements aren't described as well enough. Again, my feelings will not be hurt, so it just helps you and maybe someone else on the other end of the state or the country to get a better workout. So we're gonna go into our pigeon stretch. Whatever leg you want to go forward, I'll go with my right. Be on the lookout for a lot of changes that you notice in maybe your local area for college assignments. There has been a lot of conferences seem to have switched to a spring schedule, so it's going to be very important to stay on top of your fitness as much as you can this fall. If that's the case, we will try our best. We're going to switch sides in the Nisoa family to continue to provide you guys with workouts up to the season, whenever that may be. So if this season starts in September, we'll provide you workouts up to September. If the season doesn't start till February, we will make sure that everyone in Nisoa is as fit as possible. So there are a lot of options that on top of these Nisoa Live Fit workouts. Maybe some of you do a lot of own strength stuff on your own, that's great. We're gonna go to a straddle, so we're gonna go to a wide. A lot of the workouts that are sent on the weekends on Sunday, those are mainly your endurance workouts mixed in with some sprint and aerobic style. If you feel any injuries, please, now is not the time to push through anything. If you feel something in your Achilles or you're putting on too many miles, switch to a different workout equipment, switch to a bike, switch to a rower. If you have the ability as well, some gyms have ski ergs. Those are a great option because there's zero impact on your legs. Go for a swim. You can try to simulate the same time domains. So if you see something where it's a mile and you know your mile is 8 minutes. So get on a bike, go ride for 8 minutes. It's the same thing. Or don't go ride your bike for 1 mile and think it's the same as running 1 mile, because it's way different. Same thing with a rower, just get on, row for 8 minutes, take a break, then get back on, row for another 8 minutes. Now is the time in which you should be prepping your body, healing, recovering, training. There should be no excuse in why you're injured. You should be able to work around any injury you can. I know during the season when we have that nagging Achilles, you're gonna lay down, do a good supine twist. If you have that Achilles thing, but you're, oh, I got a game in 2 days, you just tough it out, and slowly over time it starts to degrade to the end of the season when you're hobbling around and you can't wait to just sit and do it. So now you have that ability to be 100%, listen to your body, know what it's capable of doing, build your volume slowly, and you have months. So there is no rush right now, possibly, months. There is no rush right now to just pound through injuries or little minor aches or tweaks. Now I'm not saying just sit and do nothing when you're okay with it. Go out for a walk or something instead. Don't go out for those 100-meter sprints. Go out for 30-meter starts or something. See what it feels like. Rest the next day. Stretch. It's always a good thing to do. You can never beat stretching. So we'll pick up where we left off next week I'll see you guys again. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you in August.